According to Celestial, there is going to be a alien invasion. These aliens are going to live amongst us and they're going to return back to Earth as if they were actually here before, okay? I want to go into this and then I'm going to talk about aliens a little bit and really reveal what they truly are. And we're going to debunk what she's saying. So let's take a look, let's take a listen to this just spirit of, ridiculousness.
I have to tell you that just as the reanimate, who people call zombies, just as the reanimate, and just as the water people, and just as the little fairy nymphs and other creatures that I have seen in visions that are described on the blog, just as these will make a return to public life to where people can see them.
So, right there, first of all, her opening statement, zombies are returning, water people are returning, nymphs, all this stuff is returning physically in the earth. So it's not going to be spiritual stuff anymore, but we're going to be living with water people face to face. We're going to be living with nymphs and zombies face to face. So we're just going to see zombies, we're going to see werewolves, we're going to see wendigos, all living with us everywhere. Okay, that's her opening statement. And now she's going to say we're going to live with other extraterrestrial or other entities. All right, listen to this.
These alien beings will also make a return to public life. And I saw
These alien beings will also make a return to public life. So were they here before? Because you said return. Were they living amongst us? Then they went back to the celestial realm. They went back to whatever space. Like, you guys are not grasping what she's telling you. She's telling we're going to live with the Wendigos, werewolves, zombies, nymphs, water people, and aliens all together, just looking around. They're just everywhere.
something horrible. I saw that when these creatures eat you, not the creatures, so the creatures can consume flesh, but these ships that they travel in also can consume flesh. These ships that they travel in also can consume flesh. I saw that when the UFO itself eats you, you turn into a softy ball blood clot. Blood clot. That is.
When the UFO eats you, you turn into a blood clot.
That is what I saw.
I want to see how the cult of Celestial will defend this.
I saw
I guess we have to have a prayer point and pray against turning into blood clots.
that you just, even in your clothes, your bones become, I don't know if they eat your flesh or your blood, but I saw that your bones become very pulpy and soft, and your bones are crushed. And I saw human beings rolled up into a ball.
This right here, this face right here, is the spirit of delusion. Right there. We need to pray for her because there was just a delusional spirit running rampant in her mind. This is just a case. This might be mental illness. And I'm not saying this to insult her. It might be. We break the spirit of infirmity in the mind. This is just insanity.
Into a ball. Into a ball. Still with their clothes. So the one that the Lord showed me was a man, and the man had already died, and he was rolled up into a perfect big ball, just like a tumbleweed. And I saw this man's elbow was bent, not the way my elbow is bent with the evident bone, but it was bent curved, like it had been destroyed, and the bone was just now very malleable. And he was in a perfect large ball, dead, very bloody pulp of a ball. When they were finished with him, they just made him into a ball. So sorry for that richness. And so he said that H.P. Lovecraft and the War of the Worlds will come to all of America.
And I hope you understand that she's giving a prophetic word that's supposedly coming from God. Like, I just don't understand how you guys can continue to fall for this lady. God is talking about UFOs eating people, turning them into balls. Like, Are you guys joking me?
America. H.P. Lovecraft and the War of the Worlds will come to all of America. Every square inch of this nation will be taken over by alien spacecraft and beings, and they will also be visible in these places: Panama, the Suez Canal, Brazil, Mexico. So the Lord said that there is richness in the Suez, and it will be affected by UFOs. Brazil will be heavily affected.
You know, with these whole UFO things and whatnot, UFO sightings and all this stuff, you gotta understand that this UFO stuff, they're really just it's really, guys, demons are spiritual beings. Demons cannot take on the identity or the physical body of anyone. Demons are restless beings and they need a body. The Bible says that when an evil spirit is casted out of a person, it passes through waterless places. Now, those entities up there, they're fallen angels, and fallen angels have the ability to masquerade. The Bible says that Satan can appear as an angel of light. Satan doesn't need a body. When we do deliverance and demons speaking out, I'm Satan, it's not Satan. Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Satan is literally an angel. He has a body. You understand me? So this whole thing of, aliens are literally going to be here. No, 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 they're not. Can a fallen angel shape shift? When fallen angels can shape shift 1000%. Satan was depicted as a serpent in the Garden of Eden. The angels in Sodom and Gomorrah, the two angels that came down from heaven, they shape shifted into men. And then all the people in Sodom and Gomorrah try to, lay with them, right? And then the angels struck them with blindness. So we can see in scriptures how angels shapeshift, right? So fallen angels also have the same power, but it's not literal aliens that are coming down to look like that alien up here and whatnot. And we're going to be living in this world with literal aliens, literal Wendigos, literal werewolves, literal, what else should you say? Literal anything, or what she's talking about, nymphs and water people and all this stuff. And you got to understand, Nephilim were human beings. Nephilim were gigantic human beings. They weren't strange entities where they had like a werewolf head and like they just looked like dinosaurs. They were human beings. They were like they would kind of like resemble Goliath, but even bigger than Goliath. Okay, but this whole thing of these is just ridiculous, yo.
Mexico will also, like the United States, be very heavily affected. And here's the pitiful part: people will welcome them as if it was Jesus himself.
So people will welcome these aliens as if these aliens are Jesus.
You will be destroyed.
And you will be destroyed. You see, Celestial just speaks destruction and death, invasion, World War 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's everything with her is no hope, no peace. America is doomed. The only way we're gonna be exiled out of America and go into the promised land because the true Israelites, the true Jews are going back to their rightful place. It's just America's Babylon. This if America is that bad, Celestial, you can just move out.
By them. You will be destroyed by them.
Alien ships over the U.S. city. So when you start seeing UFO sightings, you'd be like, oh my gosh, no, no, no. If anything, all this stuff that's happening is fallen angels, wonders in the heavens, signs by fallen angels. Fallen angels. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, and those spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Those are fallen angels. Definitely the spirit of divination. She has that thing on her head, like is like really hearing from God. She's hearing from a whole demon. I'm telling you guys, this is the stuff that you get from movies, right? This is the stuff that you indeed get from movies, and you guys are just falling for it and falling for it and falling for it, and it's not even biblical. Now, the Bible says this. It says in Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, don't let anyone capture you with empty philosophies and high-sounding nonsense that come from human thinking and from the spiritual powers of this world rather than from Christ. This is not coming from Christ. This is coming from some strange entity and powers, coming from the spirit of divination, coming from the powers of this world, the God of this world, Satan. It's just ridiculous. I don't know how you guys will even try to defend this, because there's more coming. I'm gonna make back to back to back videos on this. And guess what? Some of you are gonna be like, oh, you're so obsessed. Guess what? You're obsessed with being on my channel. You're obsessed with commenting. You're obsessed with just saying I'm obsessed. Judge not, but you judge me for supposedly judging. Judging is biblical, and that's why you need to study your word. That's why you need to study your word, right? Oh, you jealous? Jealous of what? People say I'm jealous of everyone. Anyone I do a video on, people say I'm jealous or obsessed with this person. You know what I mean? But I pray this open your guys' eyes. Some of you probably didn't, because there's a veil. There's a veil. The spirit of delusion is all over you.